Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. I think my computer has more security than Fort Knox. I have to authenticate who I am and prove who I am, and then it will let me in to Facebook. It's crazy. But good morning. Hello. How is everybody? Come on in and let's see what we got going. Karen Boda, good morning. Annie 7. Oh, thank you for doing that, Annie. Mama Hot Bear. Good morning, Kathy Hand. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful group this morning. Hello, everyone. I'm going to see if I can pull up the comments on my phone so I can see if there's anybody on Enlightened World, which there is. Catherine Kovacs, good morning. Ricky and Josie, good morning. Getting everybody in here. I love that. Come on in. Okay, here we are. All right, so let's get started on this FriYay. While you were thinking about what you're excited about, what brings a smile to your face, let's do the heart-brain coherence and bring ourselves into a really, really good healing place. Because when we do this, it starts the cells to wake up and play right. So, hand on your heart and slow down your breathing. Add in the love. Think of something really beautiful, something that just amazes you. That's what I do. I think of the sun rising in the morning or setting at night, or the moon over the beautiful ocean. I think of the mountain ranges. I think of the people in my life and remember hugs and conversations. This heart-brain coherence takes you to the highest brain state you can go to, and it's healing. Because as you're in that brain state, you're telling your body how to work. You're telling those cells to work perfectly, and they do. They listen. So this is the best way you can ever start your day or end your day. Oh, yeah, people's coming in. Good morning, Deirdre. Good morning, Isabel. Oh, Ricky, you jumped over here. That's okay. I see you wherever you are. So good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. And let's get going. Jennifer Langren, good morning. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see everybody on my last day in Florida for a long, long time. But adventure awaits. And I'm going to go ahead and read the blog and start shuffling the Kuan Yin cards so we can see what she has to say to us this morning. But how's everybody doing? Before I read that blog, let's do a check-in. What's your yay for this FriYay? It's an amazing one for me. It's cold, for one thing. Well, I feel like it's cold. The whole country is frozen right now. I woke up and saw that. And when I went to my weather on my phone, I thought, my gosh, everybody's cold, not just me. but I think we probably got the best of it all here in Florida because it's really cold in parts of the world, in parts of, especially the States. So what's your yay? Marietta, good morning, sweet Marietta. Everything is working perfectly. There's frozen peas, there's thawed peas. So let's get to that blog. So Kovac's going to a book club today. Awesome. And he's 7, praying that Grayson has a good weekend at his dad's. And I have one as well. I'm alive, breath in my lungs, and it's a beautiful cold day this morning. Oh, thank you, Karen Boda. All right, I'm going to read the blog. Maybe. My computer did something weird. It is called Parting is Such Sweet Sorrow. The present changes the past. Looking back, you do not find what you left behind. Quran Desai. This is my last night in Florida for a while. This time here has been so memorable with many get-togethers, with friends and fabulous adventures. As I head up the road tomorrow, it is with a little sadness in my heart, knowing that I could be gone for a year again before I see this beautiful state and all the loved ones I have here. Such is my life right now. Each day is different and exciting. Staying in the present is the only option, and I look forward to new adventures along the way. Life should be fun. Live it with joy and appreciation. Dear angels, in our human state of being, there are experiences which tug at our heartstrings, and one of those is leaving loved ones behind on our journey. How do we balance staying in the present with the sadness of leaving the past? Dear ones, staying in the present moment means that you hold all the memories of your past inside of you. They all add to the joy felt inside of all the experiences you have had. Instead of looking at it as leaving, instead, look at what you gained by loving so deeply. Those memories cannot be taken from you. That love remains with you forever. Cherish it with each new present moment. Just as your time clocks move in a forward direction, life is meant to be lived going forward, not backward. Dear ones, celebrate one another and the mark you have left on each other's lives. Angels, today I promise to celebrate every person in my life and continue to love deeply. Yes, yes, yes. When we love, there's a place in us that says, you know, I may not see that person again, or I may not be with them in the same way again. And that's okay. Because as the angels explain, just hold all that love inside. It's always going to be there. Nothing can take it away unless you choose to release the memory of it. And I choose to hold the memory of all of you in my heart. So let's see what else is going on. Kathleen Caputo, good morning. She says, my yay is that baby Haven is doing better and able to walk again. What great news this morning. Wow, I needed that uplifting news. Blue Jean, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Annie Seven says, that's great news. It most certainly is, my dear. So let's see what our Kuan Yin has to say. Kuan Yin's card is finding your way. When your feet seem to lead you one way and your head says to go a different way, tune into your heart. I will guide you there, helping you see my signs and most easily find your way on your beautiful life journey. You know, you can't make this stuff up, right? That Kuan Yin, she always chimes in with exactly what we're talking about and what needs to be said. So there you go. She knew that my heart was getting a little tender, starting to say my goodbyes to people, or actually, I don't say goodbye. I say, see you later, or see you next time. That's my favorite. So she knows that she is going to remind me of all those hugs, of all the laughter, of all the tears, all the joy from seeing this place and the beauty of it. There really is, there's a few places that I would say are more beautiful, but being here in Florida, it is a most beautiful state. If you've never visited, I encourage you to do that one day because there's so much to see. And as we were talking about last night, it's very diverse. So if you're thinking it's too hot, there's places that aren't so hot. If you're thinking it's too sandy, there's places that have horse farms, like where I am right now, here in the middle of the state in Ocala. You can find what you want to find here in Florida, pretty much. It's very different wherever you go, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. I've enjoyed the very south, being down there with Marietta and the Keys. I love all my friends in Fort Lauderdale. We had a wonderful gathering there. So, Linda Kraft, oh my goodness, darling, good morning. Linda, I hope you're doing good. And I don't know what your weather's like out there in California, but wow, it's cold almost everywhere in the country right now. And I saw that one of the places that I'm headed right now, which is El Paso, Texas, is very frozen, and they're desert. They rarely get this kind of weather. Isn't the weather weird? Are y'all finding that where you are? That it's just so different at this time of year to have these extreme weathers. And Blue, I don't even know what's going on up in Vermont. I don't know if I want to know because y'all are like almost always cold except the summertime. But yeah, this is so strange, isn't it? I'm going to be driving west and I feel like I'm driving into frozen country or something. So I don't know if I'm prepared for that clothes wise or mentally wise. I just don't know what's going on. It's so different to see at this time of year, to see these extreme colds. So yeah, kind of weird for sure. Anyway, do we have any more yays? I love the yays that we've had already. So if anybody else wants to speak up and tell me your yay, then that would be awesome. Jean says, did you know that Antarctica is actually a desert? We have snow. Yes, I saw your message yesterday that you were sitting there watching the snow. Oh my goodness. Kathy Hand, it's 36 where you are and cold and clear. No snow for you, Kathy? That's just a bummer, having it that cold and no snow, isn't it? Or maybe you prefer that because, you know, you may be like me and not like driving in the snow. But it's just weird. And I don't know, I don't understand all of this change in the weather pattern. You know, I won't say the bad word, the CC word, but yeah, it's just interesting. No snow for you, Annie 7. That's good. Karen Boda has 22 degrees and lots of snow in Michigan. Oh, darling. Stay inside, snuggle up under a warm blankie. That's what I'd be doing, finding something to warm me up, whether it's a fireplace or the heater or whatever. Annie, you're good with no snow. Oh, Linda, you made a comment but lost picture. Aw. Well, hopefully it'll come back for you. But yes, I did see your comment, and I'm so happy that you're here. I'd love to know how you're doing, Linda. So it's moving day, moving on out day, because I've got, after I get out of Florida, I still have 4 states to go through to get our Auntie Jean home. I think she's sound asleep right now. We're going to have to wake her up soon, because the game plan is to leave out of here after the show is over and get on the road so we can get to where we need to be before it's too late tonight and find a place to stay. I hear footsteps, so maybe she's awake. Maybe she's awake. She is awake. I am on my profile, and I'm also on EWN Enlightened Living. Yeah, everybody's on my profile. We want to say good morning to everybody. Here's our Auntie Jean. There she is.
I'm trying to find
us. I did too. Yeah, that's what I said. My computer has more security than Fort Knox right now. I have to authenticate with my phone, tell them who I am, that it's really me, and then I have to go find a number and put that number in, and then I get to go on to my programs, but then I have to sign in there again as well. It's crazy. Anyway, Kathy, you're so done with the cold. No snow yet, but as long as no ice, I'm okay. You know, that's my concern, Kathy. Thank you for bringing that up, because I'm okay driving in the snow, but that ice, that's scary. And so right now I'm just hoping that I can stay on major roadways and pray that everything is clear as I make my way to El Paso and get to Jean's house. And Jean, everybody's saying hello to you, so you need to hurry up and find us so you can get in here and respond to our P's. So anyway, any more yays? I really love hearing what excites you and what's going on with you. So share, whatever your yay is. So my yay is getting on with the journey. After I drop Auntie Jean off in Texas, I'll be headed to Colorado. So I'll be making my way up there to that frozen country. And Karen says the trick is to drive 25 or 30 miles an hour to stay on the road. Yeah, I've slid in the snow before and the ice, and it's no fun. So trying to stay on the major roadways so that they've taken care of clearing it and it's asphalt instead of ice is my ideal. And it's what I'm putting out there to the angels. Okay, can I have clear roads, please? That's my intention for this whole rest of my trip, going into Colorado and then eventually into Arizona, preparing for another retreat out in Sedona, Arizona, coming up after the first of the year. So Suzanne, good morning, sweet Suzanne, and Stacy. Good morning, ladies. Oh my gosh, it was so great to see our Suzanne yesterday and to have the small gathering that we had here in Central Florida. We had one in South Florida, and now we have this one in Central Florida. And Suzanne was there, and Stacy, and Linda, and Teri, and Jean. And we just had a blast. We tried to see manatees. They didn't cooperate. I was really hoping that Auntie Jean could see manatees, and she didn't, but she found one in the gift shop. So she has a little stuffed manatee to take home to Texas with her. And then we went to Casadega, which is a spiritual community here locally. And it was awesome. And Suzanne said it was so great. It was so great to hug you again, Suzanne, and see your beautiful smiling face. It was just a great time together. It wasn't long enough. We only had a few hours, but what an amazing time together. And that's right, Kathy. We were saying Kathy should be here. Your presence was wanted for sure, Kathy. And I know it would have been a lot nicer to be in this weather than in what you were in. But that's okay. That time will come, won't it? All right. So, Suzanne, I know you got some yays. Stacy, I hope you have some. And Stacy, I hope you're still feeling well today. It was so good to see you vibrant and smiling and happy yesterday. So, anybody else have a yay? Go ahead and put it in. And if you have a prayer request, put that in. That's right. Auntie Jean got to see dolphins jumping up out of the water and coming up and playing with whole families of dolphins playing together. It was amazing. And Kathy says, I actually have my Blue Springs long sleeve shirt on with manatees on it. Look at you. I love that. Yay. Ah, what a great day. So any prayer requests that you have, just let me know. And Jean says, yeah, I'm going home. I don't know if that's a yeah or a yay. Boo, my wonderful adventure is over. Love you all so much. We had the best day yesterday. I met my beautiful Suzanne and my gorgeous Stacy. Yes. And Stacy's yay is I'm with my sweet friend Suzanne. We just took a long walk together. I bet that was amazing in the cooler weather to get out there and walk first thing in the morning. I'm so happy that you two did that. Linda Craft, yes, you're back. I see your comments, honey, and hopefully you've got the picture going. And Stacy says, we did have a beautiful day. And Kathy, it's not over. It's only just begun. Yeah, you've got the whole day to enjoy each other and play and get out in the wonder of nature that is Florida. Oh, that was a yay. Okay, Jean. Yes, I know that Jean's missing her beautiful family back home, her husband and her two fur babies. And it's going to be interesting to see how those fur kids of hers react when she walks through the door. She's been gone since July, and it will be quite amazing to see how they respond and to see what their energy is with her. I know they haven't forgotten her, but it's, you don't know how animals are thinking. Are they thinking that she's never coming back? Are they thinking, well, where the heck did mom go? you know? So I think it's going to be so cool to be there to experience that with her, that after 4 months, she shows up on the doorstep and to see how they respond to her. She's afraid will have forgotten her, but they won't. Animals don't forget they're humans. They're just kind of probably a little confused as to why she wasn't there all this time. And Suzanne says, I second Stacy's yay. I love being in her presence. Yes, yes, me too. And Stacy said, y'all missed a delicious German dinner. Suzanne, don't know what that means. Suzanne for Josh to eat at the dinner table last night. I don't know. Linda Kraft says, have hubby put out pee pads. Yeah, I'm sure hubby was giving all those two fur babies much, much, much love. And hopefully they had something that smelled like Jean so that they remembered that smell, that familiar smell when she walks through the door. Kathleen says the Buffalo area, upstate New York, is getting 4 to 5 feet of snow. I saw that. I did see that when I opened up my phone to turn my alarm off. Oh, Suzanne got Josh to eat at the dinner table. Sorry, I couldn't read your autocorrect earlier. Well, that's quite amazing, Suzanne. I'm so glad you did that. And I'm so glad that you all had that wonderful dinner. I love German food myself. Stacy says, need more coffee. You're welcome for the laugh. No, right? And Suzanne cooked a German meal. Ah, how awesome. You are a great cook, Suzanne. And you are too, Stacy. You're both gourmet cooks. All right, so any prayer requests that you all have, let's remember our frozen country right now, all that's going on with this blanket of cold. And I don't watch news, so I don't know how long this is supposed to last, or it's set in for the winter or whatever, but helping people to deal with that extreme cold. And, you know, when I think of the extreme colds that we have, my heart goes out to people that are out in it, or people that don't have the means to protect themselves from it. The animals that are out in the woods and in the wild. That's where my heart goes, is those who are vulnerable to the elements. So yeah, Buffalo, New York, I'm not sure they're prepared for that 4 to 5 inches of snow. And Linda Kraft says, eyeshadow. My parents grew up in Buffalo and many cousins there. Need to check in with them. Yeah, you should, Linda. Just make sure that they're prepared for what's coming. So I don't think it's there yet, but I know that they were predicting it. And Stacy says it's 50 there. Tell Linda I walked in my LL Bean coat in Florida this morning. I was with Stacy in Maine when she purchased that LL Bean coat. And Stacy, I hope it kept you warm. I'm thinking I might need to dig my coat out before I get in the car to head out. Isn't Jean the sweetest? If you haven't met our Auntie Jean yet, wow, what a treat and what a delight to be with this wonderful lady since July. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to let her go. That's one of my heart tugs too. You know, that blog that I wrote, it was not just leaving Florida and leaving the people behind, but knowing that I'm driving to take her home and then I'll be on my own again. This has been such a magnificent 4 months. I can't even describe it to you. To have her there, to have her presence there, even if she has dozed off in the car, which rarely happens, but it does happen. Just knowing that she's there, sitting beside of me and going along on this great adventure has been such a treat for me. I've loved every minute of it. She's so beautiful and so adorable. And Linda says, oops, eyeshadow. Spell check does odd things. I meant, geez, Teri. I've always wondered what the poor little animals do. I know, Linda, that's always tugged at my heart when I just think about the cold winters and the frozen places And I know there's animals in there, and I know that some of them don't survive that harsh weather. So my heart goes out to them. My heart always goes out to those who can't help themselves, and the animals are one of those. Suzanne says, love you too, Teri. It was great to see you and hug you. Yes, I couldn't get enough of your hugs yesterday, Suzanne, and I just wanted to stay there in your beautiful presence. And Isabel says, I'm happy for you all together up there in Ocala, and that Suzanne came over to meet you. Yes, it was a delight, Isabel, and it was so good to see you when we got together down in South Florida, and hopefully again soon. Joanne Castrillo, good morning. Oksana, hello, darling. I was just thinking about you last night when I was talking about seeing people here in South Florida while I was here. Oksana's yay for today. I got like 10 hours of sleep. I'm so rested. This past full moon was so emotional and turbulent for me, and I needed a break. What can be better than snuggling in bed with a cup of tea? Oh, I totally agree with you, Oksana. I was just saying, it's so cold in some of these places. The best thing you can do is just snuggle up, right? Get under the covers, get warm, do what you can do, and just stay warm. Kathleen says, we used to take care of my grandmother. Sometimes she would stay with my uncle for 6 months. When she came back home, our poodle, Coco, would go crazy, happy she was back home. But then the dog would be kind of cold and angry with her for a few days. My cats used to do that. It was so interesting to watch that process because they're happy that you're alive. You know, they're really happy that you're there. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, then where the heck have you been? And they go off with attitude. So that happened to me many times. All right, so let's see what else. Isabel, Stacy loves you. And Linda says, you are a blessing, Teri. Love that we've crossed paths. Me too, Linda. It's so interesting. I was just thinking of you a couple of days ago and thinking, I need to reach out to Linda and see how she's doing. And I'm so glad you showed up this morning. And Karen Boda, what a delight to see you on here. I haven't spoken to you or texted or anything with you in months, but here you are. And that's the beauty of friendship. You really don't have to talk every day to stay in each other's lives, but it's so good to see you when you are here. And Karen says, get a good book to read and snuggle in. Yes, indeed. And I don't know when the full moon was. Did we have a full moon and I missed it? Because Linda says full moon yesterday was turbulent. I don't know. Okay, so any other prayer requests? If you want us to pray for you, just type it in the comments. If you have a loved one, put that in there. We have a list that's, I believe, like 16 or 17 pages long, typed pages. And we pray for those every day. Once a week, I revisit the names that are on there, and we just lift each other up. And any special prayers, we do that during the week also every day. If you have yourself or someone we need to pray for, asking for prayers, travel prayers for Jean and I as we head across the country this morning. Continued prayers for my family, please, up in Kentucky. And now it's very, very extremely cold up there. So please help them to be safe in all of that. Deirdre, thank you. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and world peace, and attention to human trafficking. And Jean Lorio said, this has been a miracle trip for me. I will keep these memories forever. I have learned so much, grown so much, but most of all, loved so much. Love you, my family, everyone I hugged, and most of all, my beautiful spiritual sister, Teri, Mama P. I pray everyone experiences my joy. Me too, Jean. I would love to have more and more of the P's riding along in the automobile the angel mobile that still doesn't have a name. I'm kind of leaning toward Angelica. Somebody said that yesterday, and I kind of like that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you, Stacy. Prayers for our safe travels. Linda Craft, prayer for my guys' serenity here. Absolutely, Linda, and lifting you in prayer as well, darling. And Stacy, prayers. I get Suzanne to the airport on time, 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh boy. And Suzanne sending travel prayers for anyone traveling. And Deirdre says, it's been a treasure for me and us as well, Auntie Jean. Yeah, what a delight to be able to meet our Auntie Jean wherever I've traveled across the country. Okay, so let's go into our prayer time, meditating on the fact that we are divine, we are spirit, and we are connected through that spirit. So just take a breath in and see that stream of light going from your heart to the divine. See it opening wider and wider as your crown chakra opens to receive love. Kuan Yin says love is the energy that heals, whether that's a broken bone or a broken heart, whatever it may be. And remember that if something is meant to be in your divine timing, on your divine path, there's no mountain that can stand in your way. Spirit can move those mountains, move those obstacles. So seeing whatever it is that you think is in your way is stopping you from living your divine path. Just envision that obstacle moved away and look at Divine Mother who holds you, who helps you to move it. Christ, who is so powerful that just a touch heals you. So receive that touch now. There's something going on with you physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Just receive the touch, that healing energy that comes through. And all of these prayer requests that we pray for every day, see each person being healed in perfection, whatever that looks like. For some, it's moving on to their next adventure. For some, it's getting up and being vibrant again. We don't know the answers. All we can do is take those requests and lift them up to the universe, asking the Creator to see each and every one and answering for the best and highest good of all. And now let's turn our attention to Mama Gaia, our frozen mother right now in this part of the world. And let's just see the people living on Gaia's back. Let's just see warmth inside their heart and warmth of their body. All the beautiful animals anywhere in the world, but especially in the places that are affected by the cold. Just see them vibrant, see them finding that place where they can snuggle and get the warmth that's needed. Let's see sunshine shining down on each person, each animal, the trees, the plants. And now let's see that same sunshine shining on each other as we give love from our heart. We do this every day during the morning time together. We count down 3, 2, 1, and we say those beautiful words. Thank you. I love you. And those are healing words. Those are words that mean so much because many of us didn't get that in our life, our human life experience. Many of us didn't hear that from caregivers or from friends. So as we say it every day, Take it into your heart. Love it and love each other. And that's right, Marietta. Remember to smile many times each day and know that spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. It most certainly does. And Karen says, call your car the magic carpet. It is a magic carpet. Oh, thank you, Linda Craft. Thank you, everyone who's sending those prayers for us, for the safety. And Blue says, doggaroos and kitties waggle butts in your direction with love. Thank you, Blue. And Kathleen says, Auntie Jean, you are an angel. Wherever you and Teri Angel go, everyone is blessed. Love goes before you and remains behind you always. Thank you. Tammy Fisk, good morning, sweet Tammy. Tammy, we're praying every day for you and for your job situation. So hang in there, my darling friend, because I believe that it will come sooner than you expect. So hold on to that, manifest that with your belief and your trust. All right, I got to find our Leo. Get him up here. I don't know what's happened to Alexa. I've got to, I think, delete it from my computer and put it back on. But anyway, here is our Leo with a cuppa full of joy. After we have an ad, of course.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today is the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go. Come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you
Joanne, I agree. Prayers for a resolution with civil rights that have been abused. Definitely. Thank you for that, Joanne.
I create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away.
Jean likes the name Serenity.
Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension.
Good morning.
Full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top here. The coffee's always hot and the juice is always yours. The sun is calling, there's food on the shores. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can slide with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Oh, Jen, I love you too, honey. Jean, those fur babies love you so much.
There really is no secret. We simply
allow. AAA, y'all.
AAA, y'all. Morning cup of full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on a high five, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Yeah. Morning cuppa full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on a high five, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Let's go.
Cuppa joy. Cuppa full of joy.
Ooh, thank you, Leo, for a wonderful song. Thank you to all who came in today. Love you so much. I'm holding you in my heart as I drive down the road in that angel mobile, whatever her new name is going to be. We shall see. But stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. It has been a delight to be with all of you today. And I will see you the next time. Be sure you go read that blog today. I know I read it to you. Sometimes the words jump off the page at you, and maybe it will make a difference in your life as you have to say adios to a loved one along the way. I'll leave you with namaste, y'all. Stay blessed. Bye, everyone.